dividing polynomials using long division. 5x squared plus 4x minus 15 is being divided by x plus 2. So I will rewrite this so I can use long division. I will take my dividend, 5x squared plus 4x minus 15, and I will divide that by my divisor, which is x plus 2. Let's get to work. So I will look at the first term in my divisor and the first term in my dividend. How do I get from x to 5x squared? Or if you divide 5x squared by x, what is your answer? Hopefully you are saying 5x. Now notice that I am lining it up over the x term in my dividend. This helps to avoid careless errors. Now take your answer, 5x, and multiply it by this binomial or by your divisor. 5x times x is 5x squared. 5x times 2 is 10x. You see how everything is lined up nicely? And now we are going to subtract. Now when I subtract, I like to change those signs and add. I also like to circle the signs so I will know that I have already changed my signs. So we will now have 5x squared and a negative 5x squared. They cancel. Positive 4x and a negative 10x, because I changed that sign, that will be negative 6x. And we bring down the next term from the dividend. And we do this all over again. Look at the first term in your divisor. How do you get from x to negative 6x? Hopefully you're saying you would need to multiply x times negative 6. And we will take negative 6 and multiply it by our divisor. And yes, it is a binomial. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. And we will subtract, which means you're going to change those signs. Negative 6x and a positive 6x is 0. Negative 15 and a positive 12 is negative 3. We have a remainder. I will write my remainder up here with my quotient, so that would be minus 3 over, remember this is the remainder, so I will have to write it over my divisor, which is x plus 2. So my answer is 5x minus 6 minus 3 over x plus 2. Let's try one more. I have 2x cubed minus 5x plus 9 divided by x minus 2. Do you notice anything about this first trinomial? Do you notice that we are missing an x squared? I need to write this in standard form, so I need to use a placeholder to help me with this problem. My dividend is 2x cubed minus 5x plus 9, so I'm going to also write 0x squared. What is 0 times x squared? What is 0 times anything? It's just 0. So I'm not changing the problem. And I will continue writing my dividend. So I have 2x cubed plus 0x squared, which is nothing, minus 5x plus 9, the same that I started with. And I'm going to divide this by x minus 2. Let's get to work. Look at the first term in your divisor. Look at the first term in your dividend. X will divide into 2x cubed, 2x squared times. Once again, notice I am lining it up with the x squared term in my dividend. Let's take this 2x squared, multiply it by the divisor, which is a binomial. 2x squared times x is 2x to the third, exactly what I wanted. And 2x squared times a negative 2 is negative 4x squared. And now we will subtract. which means you're going to change those signs. Once again, I like to circle the signs when I change them, just to help me remember that I've already done that. 2x cubed and a negative 2x cubed, they're gone. 0x squared and a positive 4x squared is 4x squared. And now bring down that next term, which is a negative 5x. And we will do it again. I'm looking at the first term in the divisor. I'm going to look at the first term here. How do I get from x to 4x squared? I would need a positive 4x. And once again, I'm trying my best to keep these lined up, the x over the x term in the dividend. Now let's multiply. 4x times x is 4x squared, exactly what I wanted. 4x times negative 2 is a negative 8x. And now we will subtract. 4x squared and a negative 4x squared cancel. Negative 5x and a positive 8x will be a positive 3x. And we will bring down the next term, which is a positive 9. And we will keep working. I'm looking at the first term again in this divisor. How do you get from x to 3x? Or if you divide 3x by x, what is your answer? Hopefully you are saying that you need a positive 3. And now let's multiply. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And now we will subtract. 3x and a negative 3x cancel. Positive 9 and a positive 6 will be 15. We have nothing else to bring down, so we do have a remainder. So how do I write this remainder? It will be 15 over my divisor, which is x minus 2. My answer, or my quotient, is 2x squared plus 4x plus 3 plus 15 over x minus 2. Good luck with long division.